Hey people, I come to you today to let you know that we are possibly missing out on a great opportunity. And by that I mean simply a great fight that could be made, and I would feel that it was a tragedy that we could have had this fight and it didn't happen, especially in these two fighters' primes. I'm talking about Triple C, arguably the most decorated fighter in combat sports of all time, versus Volkanovski, who is making a name for himself currently, as we speak, to be arguably the greatest featherweight fighter in combat history of all time. Okay? Why not put them two together? Why not? I can name you a lot of reasons to do it. For one, they don't like each other. And they both fight. Granted, Triple C is retired, but he's still a fighter. Okay? We got two fighters who are who do not like each other, okay? One of which is willing to move up in weight just to fight the other. Now, again, I think we can all agree that Volkanovski is the one who is dropping the ball a little bit on this one. He's the one delaying the process, if you will. Triple C is calling Volkanovski out. He's constantly calling Volkanovski out. However, Volkanovski says, you know what? You're not just going to skip the ladder in my division. Fight a contender first. Then we'll talk. And I can't be mad at him for that. But at the same time, Volk, why not add another future Hall of Famer onto your resume? It's not going to hurt. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, he can't get anything out of beating Triple C. That is not true at all. That is not true at all. Triple C does have a following, and Triple C, again, is probably the most decorated combat sports, um, the the most decorated fighter in combat sports. God damn it. Okay, Triple C is probably so. You can make the argument that he is. It'd be very hard to make the argument that he's not. Okay, again, so by him taking him out, Volkanovski taking Triple C out, that's only gonna justify and add on to his record. It's only gonna justify the fact that he is and has been great. Okay? And again, if Triple C wins, then who's to say he won't stick around and fight Max? Because he's already made it clear that he'd like to fight Max Holloway. So we get either way, we're gonna get a lot of fights just out of those two, fighting each other. You get other matchups, and we'll have some new blood. I know you all want to see Max and Volkanovski fight for a third time, okay? For a third time. Notice I didn't say trilogy, because if the judges would have given Max that decision, then this fight would be a lot more interesting to me. Honestly, this fight would be a lot more interesting for me personally. However, the judges gave that second fight to to Volkanovski, which means Volkanovski beat Max twice in a row, which means let them fight somebody else, and then we can put them back in there with each other at some point in time. But for now, why not give them some new blood? You know, that's just my personal opinion. You know, I like to see new matchups, especially if we've already seen the match. Like This Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz, I was right with Nick Diaz. This made no sense to me at all. I didn't even understand why he was taking this fight. I'm pretty sure I'm on record saying that as well. However, look what we got. We got some great talking points. We got some great memories from this past UFC 266 card. Although, again, coming into the fight, I still didn't understand why Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz were fighting to begin with. It turned out okay, but I still don't know. I still do not know why they just fought again. I just don't get it. I thought there were much better matchups for both of them out there. Much better matchups. Just like I feel that this matchup between Volkanovski and Triple C is great. I don't think that there are that many better. You guys tell me a better matchup. Now, don't say Max Holloway. Without using the words Max Holloway, tell me a better matchup between Volkanovski and Triple C in the comments. MMA House on MMA Block. We in the middle of MMAville. And yes, we keep it real.